Okay. Okay. Oh my God. I think we're live. Can anyone see the stream come up on YouTube? Oh my God. Okay. This is like a special edition of Hit It With a Hammer. Tries to collaboratively solve adventure games. Because I'm running the stream off a laptop in a hotel room in Amsterdam. Lee and Svandis are joining us from Malta, where there's a war going on outside by the sounds of the explosions, but I think it's fireworks. Woody's in Canada, as always, and Rosie and Mike are in the UK.
Yeah, rub it in, rub it in.
Yeah, just us at home as normal.
Yeah, yeah, you might Southampton. That's how glamorous.
Yeah, beautiful, picturesque tourist destination, Southampton. It's lovely actually, Southampton. I don't know why I'm like casting shade at Southampton. It's absolutely lovely. Oh, the south coast is the Solent bit is, you know, some parts of it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if we're streaming fast enough. I don't know what the latency is like. I'm not even running over the hotel Wi-Fi because I don't think it does upload as fast as we need. I'm running this over my tethered phone over a 4G connection because I had 5G yesterday and it would look fine, but I've only got 4G today for some reason. I'm international roaming on my phone and running this stream. I'm running it on a laptop with my iPad next to me, running the game and screen sharing. And my iPad won't charge while it's plugged into the laptop. So at any point, this could just stop working. I am though, actually, I'm going to try and do this without killing the stream. I'm going to turn my display right down. And I should still be able to see the game well enough in my streaming software and play it here. So yes, I think we're all set up. I think this is working. We probably don't sound as good because, you know, I'm not using my usual microphone and everything's a bit sketchy. But on the assumption that everything is working and we are actually producing a stream to YouTube that isn't too choppy, we're going to carry on playing this game. And last time we got through the first bit, the first mini chapter of the game, and escaped from Earth before it was destroyed by the Vogons. And we've hitched a ride on a Vogon ship, presumably, but it's dark, we can't see anything. So a little callback to the very beginning of the game where we also couldn't see. We can hear nothing, smell nothing, taste nothing, see nothing, feel nothing, and I'm not even certain who you are. So open eyes, maybe? We tried all of these, didn't we, at the beginning of the... No, we can't do that. Breathe. No. Turn on light. Nope.
Can we try asking Ford? He's with us, isn't he?
Talk to Ford. Can't see Ford. Shout. You yell as loudly as you can, but no sound emerges. Wait. No. Inventory.
Can we feel around for anything?
Nothing you can feel. No. Feel darkness. Look at darkness. Oh, what can we do? Wait, we can hear nothing, taste nothing, see nothing, smell. It does smell a bit. There's something pungent being waved under your nose. Your head begins to clear. You can make out a shadow moving in the dark.
Cool.
Sometimes it's staring you in the face, isn't it? Look at shadow. The shadow is vaguely four prefect shaped. You're at Vogon Hold. This is a squalid room filled with grubby mattresses, unwashed cups, and unidentifiable bits of smelly alien underwear. The door lies to port and an airlock lies to starboard. Along one wall is a tall dispensing machine. In the corner is a glass case with a switch and a keyboard. It looks like the glass case contains an atomic vector plotter. Ford removes the bottle of Santraginian mineral water, which he's been waving under your nose. He tells you that you are aboard a Vogon spaceship and gives you some peanuts. Do we eat the peanuts?
Yep, let's eat the peanuts.
You feel stronger as the peanuts replace some of the protein you lost in the matter transference beam. Okay, I think, people, we are faced with the famous Babelfish puzzle. Almost anyone I've ever talked to about this game goes, oh, the Babelfish puzzle. I think it's famous for being one of the hardest puzzles in all of adventure gaming. And we've chosen this stream to see if we can figure out how to get the Babelfish. This is the one thing I do remember is this scene. I don't remember how to solve it, but I think if we look at vending machine, the dispenser is tall, has a button at around eye level, and says Babelfish in large letters. Anything dispensed would probably come out the slot at around knee level. It bears a small label which reads another fine product of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation. If we press the button, oh, which button do you mean? The dispenser button, the red button, or the green button? Oh, do we still have the hitchhiking? Oh, I. Okay, still. I'll try to answer that question. We still have no tea. We have the electronic sub-ether signaling device, a towel, a loose pile of junk mail, a toothbrush, a flathead screwdriver, a gown, and some pocket fluff. We don't have the thing. Now, it occurred to me that maybe the thing is crucial to solving this, but obviously we lost it. We didn't manage to leave Earth with the thing that our aunt gave us. But maybe maybe it's allowed us to make a mistake that we can't recover from, which would be bad design. But bear in mind, this is a game from 1984, so it is possible that we actually need to redo the opening so that we keep that thing. Just bear that in mind. I don't think that's relevant, but if it is, that would be really annoying.
I've got a horrible memory that something about the dog is also one of those things, but we're past that, so nothing.
Oh, really? That we have to do something with the dog in order to be able to solve something later.
But yeah, that's just vague 30-year-old memories.
Yes.
40-year-old memories.
I really hope that's not the case. But let's
Yeah.
see. I mean, it could be why people have such trauma about this particular puzzle. But anyway, let's try pressing the vending button. Oh, look, vending. What did it call it? Oh, hang on. Blah, 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 blah. Ford yawns. Matter transference always tires me out. I'm going to take a nap. He places something on top of his satchel. If you have any questions, here's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Footnote 14. Ford lowers his voice to a whisper. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you'll never be able to finish the game without consulting the guide about lots of stuff. As he curls up in a corner and begins snoring, you pick up the pen. So, let's read guide. Try consult guide about something. Okay. Consult guide about Babelfish. Guide about table. The guide checks through its sub-Ethernet database and eventually comes up with the following entry. A mind-bogglingly improbable creature, a babelfish, when placed in one's ear, allows one to understand any language. Let's press the button. So it's the dispenser button. Dispenser will do. A single babelfish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room and through a small hole in the wall just under a metal hook. Look at the hole. You see nothing special about the small hole. It is, of course.
I think we need to hang the gown on the hook. Is that
Yeah,
right?
maybe, or hang something, certainly. It is, of course, well known that careless talk costs lives, but the full scale of the problem is not always appreciated. For instance, at the exact moment you said, consult guide about babelfish, a freak wormhole opened in the fabric of the space-time continuum and carried your words far, far back in time, across almost infinite reaches of space, to a distant galaxy where strange and warlike beings were poised on the brink of frightful interstellar battle. The two opposing leaders were meeting for the last time. A dreadful silence fell across the conference table as the commander of the Vrlhurgs, resplendent in his black jeweled battle shorts, gazed levelly at the Gnugvant leader, squatting opposite him in a cloud of green, sweet-smelling steam. As a million sleek and horribly beweaponed star cruisers poised to unleash electric death at his single word of command, the Vrlhurg challenged his vile enemy to take back what it had just said about his mother. The creature stirred in its sickly, broiling vapor, and at that very moment the words, consult guide about babelfish, drifted across the conference table. Unfortunately, in the Vrlhurg tongue, this was the most dreadful insult imaginable, and there was nothing for it but to wage terrible war for centuries. Eventually the error was detected, but over 250,000 worlds, their peoples and cultures had perished. But over 250,000 worlds, their peoples and cultures perished in the Holocaust. You have destroyed most of a small galaxy. Please pick your words with greater care. A classic entry from the book, or from whatever media came first, from the radio play. Right, let's look at the hook. The hook is attached to the wall, inches above a tiny hole.
I guess you could hang a towel on it or the
Yeah,
gown.
well, let's try hanging things on it. Hang gown. We'll have to remove it first. Remove gown. Hang gown on. The gown is now hanging from the hook, covering a tiny hole. Press dispenser button. A single babelfish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room and hits the dressing gown. The fish slides down the sleeve of the gown and falls to the floor, vanishing through the grating of a hitherto unnoticed drain.
Do we have to put the towel on the floor?
The towel over drain. The towel completely covers the drain. Press dispenser button. Single babelfish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room, hits the dressing gown. The fish slides down the sleeve of the gown and falls to the floor, landing on the towel. A split second later, a tiny cleaning robot whizzes across the floor, grabs the fish, and continues its breakneck pace towards a tiny robot panel at the base of the wall. The robot zips through the panel and is gone.
We've got a screwdriver, haven't we? Use something with a screwdriver to the panel.
The panel, only a few inches high, is currently closed. An announcement is coming over the ship's intercom. It's all in gibberish, Vogon, because
It's beautiful Vogon poetry, I think you'll find.
maybe, I think it's just watched the opening episodes of the TV show. I think it's the Vogon captain informing everybody that there are hitchhikers on board. but we can't understand it because we don't have
Right,
a babelfish.
Mhm.
Okay. Unscrew panel with screwdriver. Open panel. Won't budge. Another announcement.
Can you plug the hole with the pocket fluff?
Hmm. So this announcement will just keep running, I guess. Put lint in hole. It falls through the hole and vanishes. Oh dear.
What else have we got? Junk mail. Could cover it with the junk mail.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Look at this. There is the thing your aunt gave you, which you don't know what it is here. A satchel, board, the dispensing machine, glass case with a switch and a keyboard, and there's an atomic vector plotter. Let's get the thing. So the game has returned the thing to us somehow. Put thing in front of panel. Okay, the thing your aunt gave you, which you don't know what it is sitting in front of the tiny robot panel. Push this dispenser button. Okay, slides down the sleeve of the gown, continues its breakneck pace towards the tiny robot panel at the base of the wall. Robot zips around the thing your aunt gave you, which you don't know what it is, through the panel, and it's gone. Okay. Look in the case. Atomic vector plotter. Look at plotter. The atomic vector plotter has a small receptacle and a long dangly bit. It bears a small label which reads, another fine product of the Serious Cybernetics Corporation. Consult guide about plotter. The guide checks through its sub-ether, blah, blah, comes up with the following entry. The atomic vector plotter is one of the primary application devices of improbability physics. Okay. The case won't open. Maybe we need to turn something into something else. A switch and a keyboard.
Yeah. The
keyboard, nothing special about it. Switch. A recording plays in an alien language we can't understand. Maybe this is something that we can only do once we have the babelfish. Look at the satchel.
Can we move forward so that he's in front of the panel?
Oh, okay. Move forward. You can't move forward, prefect.
Did you try the junk mail? No.
I've just tried get thing and it says I can't.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to ask about putting the thing on the towel so that it was next to the fish. Maybe the robot might pick that up instead.
Right. Oh, hang on. I think we've just been arrested. Did I just miss something? We're in the captain's quarters. In the poetry appreciation chair. This is the captain. You and Ford are strapped into poetry appreciation chairs. The captain is indescribably hideous, indescribably blubbery, and indescribably mid to dark green. He is holding samples of his favourite poetry. If he's going to read us his poetry, mutters Ford, sweating profusely, just pray he softens us up with some cudgels first. The Vogon captain says something we can't understand. I wonder if we should restore and go back to trying to solve the babelfish problem. I'm going to restore, which is going to be a little trickier than usual, but there we go. Okay. Smell. Oh. Oh, it's different. Hear nothing, smell nothing, taste nothing, see nothing, feel nothing. Hear, see, smell, taste, see, hear.
Listen. No, can't hear anything. Can't hear anything, can't see anything.
Okay, so 4 turns in, we can start smelling something. Okay, so now we're in the Vogon hold. Remove the gown. Put down on hook.
Okay.
Oh, you just begin to feel distinctly groggy. Eat peanuts. There we go. Put towel over grate. And now I'm going to save it at this point.
We've also got 8 more points, by the way.
Ah, cool. 05. Okay. Sorry for my face being so close to the camera, but I'm trying to save in a dialog box in the stream software. It's minute. So yeah, apologies for that. Get my Visog. Mind you, it's hardly in a large part of the screen. Right. Put mail in front of panel. Okay, the loose pile of junk mail is sitting in front of the tiny robot panel. Ford now yawns and gives us the Hitchhiker's Guide. Let's just look at the satchel. Closed, fairly bulky. Open it. You can't, it's not yours, it's Ford's and it's private. We could try putting the satchel in front of the panel, I guess. But let's push dispenser. Oh, I wonder if the robot would clear up all of the junk mail because it's junk. Okay, single babelfish shoots across the floor. Tiny cleaning robot whizzes across the floor, grabs the fish, continues its breakneck pace, zips around the loose pile of junk mail. Okay, I've tried throwing the mail up into the air. The small upper half of the room cleaning robot flies into the room, collects the loose pile of junk mail in midair, and flashes away.
Do you think maybe we need to block the panel with the satchel and throw the junk mail in the air?
Well, I think throwing the junk mail in the air isn't going to do anything. It just gets cleaned up by this other robot that's responsible for the upper half of the room. But obviously I wanted to kind of spread junk around to confuse the robot, but maybe it's just telling us that's not the solution. Can I even get the satchel? I can. Put satchel in, oops, front of panel. Okay, the satchel is lying on its side in front of the tiny robot panel. Okay, same deal. continues its breakneck pace across a tiny robot panel, plows into the satchel, sending the babelfish flying through the air in a graceful arc. A small upper half of the room cleaning robot flies into the room, catches the babelfish, which is all the flying junk it can find, and exits.
So, could you put the satchel in front of the panel, put the mail...
Oh, has everyone frozen?
So that,
Right.
yeah, you froze for a bit. You're back,
okay.
but
Thank God. This is sketchy.
yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, so that when it hits it, the mail goes up in the air.
Yeah.
Right. I like it. Oops. Okay. Get satchel. Okay, he's not asleep. Now get satchel. Oh, yeah, get satchel. Get satchel. Put satchel in front of panel. Put mail on satchel. Okay, the loose pile of junk mail is now sitting on the satchel.
Yeah.
Push. I have to say, of all the people that have said, oh, the babelfish problem, if we just solve it because we're good.
You think this could be it?
No, I'm just massively jinxing us. Okay. The robot plows into the satchel, sending the babelfish flying through the air in a graceful arc, surrounded by a cloud of junk mail. Another robot flies in and begins madly collecting the cluttered plume of mail. The babelfish continues its flight, landing with a loud squish in your ear.
What?
Yeah, fuck
This
you.
game is easy.
Fuck
That
you
was
all.
not a hard puzzle. It just fed it to you bit by bit.
It's a lovely puzzle. I
Have you got
thoroughly
some...
enjoyed that puzzle.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I managed to do it before the announcement. Well, I'm saving. Okay, you're gonna have to.
I have no idea. Oh, Chris is frozen again.
No, I'm here.
Yeah. You deciding to throw the junk mail in the air is such a random... I understand why he did it, but without that,
Yeah.
we'd never have known that junk mail gets picked up in midair.
Yeah, and then as soon as it gave us the hint that it was the only bit of junk that it could find, the babelfish was the only bit of junk it could find in there. It's like a massive hint. But it immediately resonated because we'd already chucked a bunch of junk up in the air. Discovered that flying robot. It's telling me my internet connection is unstable.
You've been unstable the entire time, Chris. We're just not telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Crack on.
I just
Don't
really
worry.
worry that the stream is just unwatchable.
It keeps freezing, but never mind.
Well, people.
We're here. We're having fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're following along. You're good.
Just we're solving one of the most famous puzzles in adventure game history on a live stream that we've been doing for nearly 18 months. And no one's going to be able to see it. But such is hit it with a hammer. That is the ethos.
But that'd be perfect. That's what we want. What we want is that this becomes one of the few records of how to solve this puzzle. But if you watch it, there is like cuts.
Oh my god, everything's frozen again.
And you just go from it not being solved to it being solved. Yeah, you're back. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I just think that no one can hear what we're saying. That's all. Anyway, I'm having fun. Okay. Wake forward. I think we just.
Well, now we can use the machine.
Well, oh yes. What did I do? Switch.
Yeah.
A recording plays. To open the case, type in the second word from the second verse of the captain's current favorite poem. Warning, an incorrect input will cause the case to explode. Okay, well, luckily we know what the feelies are, and we know that the Vogon poetry is not included in the feelies, so which you don't have access to right now, anyway. So we must just have to wait a bit until we get some Vogon poetry.
Yeah, we probably have to come back to this room once we've
been
subjected.
It's the second word from the second verse. I can see Rosie writing something down, so excellent. We have it noted. Okay. Consult guide about Vogon poetry. Vogon poetry is so awful that even the sarcopsy of Burfon 12, whose religion strictly forbids the taking of one's life, considers suicide a preferable alternative to a Vogon poetry read. An announcement is coming over the ship's intercom. This is the captain. My instruments show that we've picked up a couple of hitchhikers. I hate freeloaders, and when my guards find you, I'll have you thrown into space. On second thought, maybe I'll read you some of my poetry first. Repeating. Okay. Time passes, and so this is the repeating message. I don't think there's anything else here for us to do, is there? Oh, we need to pick up the thing.
We need to pick up everything.
Oh shit, we do need to pick up everything. Oh no. Oh no. Do I go back and restore and just get everything? Yeah, I think so. Okay, but we get guards burst in and grab you and Ford, who comes slowly awake. They drag you down the corridor to a large cabin where they strap you into large menacing chairs. Then we get the poetry.
So I'm pretty sure we will not be able to return to this room after we've been arrested because he's going to throw us into space.
Yeah, according to canon, that is what happened.
Sure.
Oops. Satchel, thing, towel, gown, keyboard, nice try. Wear gown. I'm wearing your gown. I guess we just wait. So now we get the announcements. Well, we'll just get arrested. We've got Ford's satchel, but he's asleep anyway. I'm going to save it here. I just don't trust this game. Well, okay, just in time. Right. He's holding samples of his favorite poetry. Look at Captain. You see nothing special about the Vogon Captain. If he's going to read us his poetry, Just Pray softens us up with some cudgels first. Hello, hitchhikers, begins the Vogon captain. I've decided to read you a verse of my poetry. So we need to get him to read a second verse. O freddled grunt bugly, thy nicturations are to me as grabbled bubble wordlets on a lurgid bee, or something. Goes the next line. As plurdled gabble blotchets on a lurgid bee. Group, I implore thee, my footing turling drones. I think I used to know this off by heart when I was a teenager. I think I learnt this. I think we all learnt this.
No, no.
I think secretly we all know this. And hooptuously drangle me with crinkly bindle wordles, or I will rend thee in the gobberwats with my blurdle cruncheon, see if I don't. You didn't seem to enjoy my poem at all. Guards toss them out the airlock. A guard grabs you and Ford and drags you forward towards the hold. Ford whispers, don't worry, I'll think of something. We're back in the Vogon hold. We're back where we were. Right. So we need to get him to read a second. We need to do something. Otherwise, we're not going to
So we need to appear that we're enjoying it somehow.
Yeah.
To get him to read us the second verse.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
But wasn't it the second? What word do you have to type in, Rosie?
Second word of the second verse.
Of his favourite poem. Ah, okay. For some reason, I had it in my head that it was his second most favourite.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to get him to tell us the whole of his favourite, and then his second favourite. No, just the second verse of the one that he reads us. So, what do we think? How do we think we're going to express our delight?
Cheer.
Cheer. If you want to enjoy the poetry, just type that. Enjoy poetry. You realise that although the Vogon poetry is indeed astoundingly bad, worse things happen at sea, and in fact at school. With an effort for which Hercules himself would have patted you on the back, you grit your teeth and enjoy the stuff. Group, I implore thee.
My feeding turning drones.
Hey, let's not overdo it, okay? Smile. If you want to enjoy the poetry, just type that. You look like you enjoyed my poem. I think, yes. I think I'll read the next verse also. Enjoy poetry. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Gashi morphosite, thou expungiest. So it's morphosite. You're going to have to write that down and read it out to me. Everyone's frozen? No, they're back.
I've got it written.
Excellent. Okay. Okay.
I think you want to stop enjoying the poetry now, though.
Well, I'm just going to keep going. I mean, it says let's not overdo it every time I enjoy it again, but I don't. Oh, maybe I should have read it all out. Actually, I don't think the second verse is in the book. This might be original original Vogon stuff that we've never heard before. But I haven't. So since you have somehow managed to survive 2 verses of my poetry, I have no choice but to space you. Guards. The guard grabs you and Ford and drags you towards the hold. Ford whispers, don't worry, I'll think of something. We're in the back of the Vogon hold.
We got loads more points.
The guard releases you and Ford and begins cycling the air in the airlock. Hey guard, shouts Ford, do you really enjoy this sort of thing? Shouting, stomping around, shooting people. Is it really a fulfilling career? So type. Okay, Rosie, what do we need to type?
What, you want the word now?
Yeah.
MORPH
Fourth.
OUSITE.
Fourth. Site. Okay, you type on keyboard. Okay, type Morphusite. Ford continues trying to talk the guard into a sudden career change. Type Morphusite on keyboard. You use the word Morphusite in a way I don't understand. MORPHOUSITE.
And it was definitely the second
On
word.
keyboard. Type on keyboard Morphosite.
You think?
Yeah, because you wrote type on keyboard and it said you didn't
Yeah.
specify what you wanted to type.
No. You have to put it in quotes. Oh, no, you don't. No. Oh, no, you do. You have to put it in quotes. The glass case opens. Ford continues trying to talk the guard into a sudden career change. Switch.
Loads more points.
So
Okay.
do we now need to get the atomic vector plotter?
It has a small receptacle and a long dangly bit. And that it's doing the thing that it did before about us saying type Morphosite on keyboard and a freak wormhole opening.
Can you please take it before we get thrown into space?
Just take the plotter.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I thought we needed to use it.
Yeah, I was thinking we need to use it as well.
We just need to get it. I was thinking, shit, that sounds like it's supposed to have a cup of tea and a dangly bit that goes into the cup of tea. And we don't have tea. It's been telling us all along we have no tea. But I think we just need to take the plotter with us, don't we, guys? Oh. Taken. The guard says, well, all things considered, I guess I like being a guard, especially the shouting. Resistance is useless. He throws you and Ford into the airlock and closes the door. Airlock. This airlock has massive doors to port and starboard. And again, our internet connection is unstable. Okay. Ask Ford about, I don't know. Maybe we should press the green button again. I've just pressed the green button. Every molecule in your body gets pulled away from every other molecule. Blah, blah, blah. And we're back in the dark. You can see, feel, hear, taste, smell, nothing. Still. Oh, hang on, we need to hear, listen. You hear the deep and distant hum of a star drive coming from far above. There is an exit to port. Oops.
Go potty.
Well, port is left, right?
Yeah.
Can't go to port. Exit. Nothing you can taste, nothing you can see, nothing you can feel, nothing you can smell. There is an exit to port.
Listen to hum.
Sound comes from far above.
Why did you feel the need to press the green button?
I just thought that was a thing that we could do. Do you think we should go back and just see what happens if we wait? This does seem to be.
This does feel like we should be here. It does feel like we should be on the.
We're not dead.
Yeah.
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 And
Listening to action.
it feels like we're on a different spaceship, which again from can we speak?
You yell as loud as you can, but no sound emerges. Talk to Ford. You can't see Ford here. Can't go west.
Can we go up?
If you go west, it says you can't go that way. We were lying about the exit to port. There's an exit aft. That's south. You emerge from a small doorway, entry bay number 2. Did I go east by accident earlier? I might have gone east when I meant to go west. Because I said port is left.
You went west.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an entry bay for the Heart of Gold. A corridor lies aft of here. There is a sales brochure here. This looks like that incredible new spaceship, the Heart of Gold, says Ford, with growing excitement. Announcement, announcement. This is Eddie, the shipboard computer. We have just picked up 2 hitchhikers at an improbability factor of 2 to the 21,814th power to 1 against. Get the brochure. Come on, let's look for the bridge. You follow Ford and eventually come to the bridge. This is the bridge of the Heart of Gold. A gangway leads down and steam comes from an entrance to port. Next to the control console is Eddie, the shipboard computer. At the controls, apparently expecting you and Ford, are a man with more than the usual number of heads. The name Zaphod is stitched on his shirt. And a dark-haired woman holding a handbag. Both seem somehow familiar. There is a molecular hyperwave pincer here. Read brochure. Equipped with a sensational breakthrough in improbability physics, the Heart of Gold will make you the envy of every major goal. The ship's infinite improbability drive is activated. Heart of Gold passes through every point in the universe simultaneously, making travel to any single location a breeze. Sales brochure goes on to describe the ship's complement Sirius Cybernetics Corporation designed robots and computers, all equipped with GPP, genuine people personalities. Hey Zaphod, how you doing? Says Ford. He's cool. Not bad, Ford. Great to see you, replies Zaphod. He's cooler. You suddenly realise that the woman is Tricia McMillan, call me Trillian, whom you were trying to pick up at a party in Islington just a few weeks ago, and that Zaphod is the guy she eventually left the party with. Odd.
You could save at some point as well, Chris.
Yeah, I could. You're right. Oh, I can't read what this is. I'm just going to make it 7. Heart of gold. I think I need. Hello. Talking to yourself is a sign of impending mental collapse. Like my spaceship, Ford? Zaphod asks. Your spaceship, says Ford, losing his cool for a second. Yeah, I stole it, Zaphod admits. I'm going to use it to find the legendary lost planet of Magarathea. Let's go sit in the sauna while I explain. Zaphod, Ford, and Trillian all head off to port. We've lost the opportunity to introduce ourselves. Do you want me to go back? No. Look at pincers. Looks like every other molecular hyperwave pincer you've ever seen. Get it? Salt, guide, out. The editor responsible for entries under this heading has been out to lunch for a couple of years, but is expected back soon, at which point there will be rapid updates. Till then, don't panic, unless your situation is really a life or death one, in which case, sure, go ahead, panic. Blimey. Okay. There's a satchel here, there's a handbag here. Gangway leads down, steam comes from the entrance to port. Next to the console is Eddie. Should we follow them? I guess they've gone into the sauna, which is to the port, which is west. You enter the sauna. After several hours, you come out a changed man. You feel a wave of depression sweep over you, and you turn to see that Marvin, the robot, has stalked miserably into the room. You see nothing special about Marvin. Marvin wanders off. We're back on the bridge. Eddie. Nothing special about Eddie. Ask Eddie about it. A long silence tells you that Eddie, the shipboard computer, isn't interested in talking about the heart of gold. Again, we feel a wave of depression as Marvin walks in. We're at a loose end here.
We can look in the 2 bags.
Yeah.
There are other directions to go.
Oh, yes. You go down, I think. Let's look at handbag. Closed. Opening the handbag reveals a pair of tweezers. Let's steal Trillian's tweezers. We're holding too much already. Okay, we've hit our holding stuff limit. Let's drop the brochure. That's the thing about this game is there's absolutely no way of telling what's useful and what isn't.
Yeah, unlike all those other games we played where it was.
Yeah. Oh. Got the tweezers. Okay, yes. So we could go. Oh. I thought there was a way up and down.
There is. A gangway leads down.
Oh, a gangway leads down. Yes, sorry. I just read it. Down. Corridor, fore end. This is one end of a short corridor that continues aft along the main deck of the Heart of Gold. Doorways lead to fore and port. In addition, a gangway leads upwards. Finally, somewhere that we could map. I haven't even started a map for this game yet. Doesn't seem relevant, does it? But we might have to map our way around here. Okay, so doorways lead fore and port, and the corridor continues aft. So let's see what's to the fore. Entry bay number 2. Is that where we started? I think it is, isn't it? So let's go port. We're in the galley. We're in the galley area of the ship, containing a machine which is the state of the art in nutritional technology, a Sirius Cybernetics Corporation Nutrimat. There is an exit to starboard. A carton labelled Nutrimat Computer Interface is sitting here. Look at carton. The carton is labelled Nutrimat Computer Interface. It is closed. Look at it. Opening the shipping carton reveals a strange gun. The gun has a large label which reads Anti-Bug Blatter Beast Ray Gun. It bears a small label which reads Another fine product of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation. Okay, so we now have an anti-bug blatter beast gun. And what is it? Nutrimat?
We asked the Nutrimat for a cup of tea.
Yeah. It's strange that the carton is labeled Nutrimat Computer Interface. The Nutrimat has a touch-sensitive pad, a dispensing slot, and a service panel, which is closed. It bears a small label which reads Another fine product. Okay, open panel. Opening the Nutrimat reveals a circuit board. The circuit board is square, about 10 inches on each side. It has a number of microchips, some printed circuitry, and a message printed in microscopic letters. There are also 8 dip switches marked cholesterol register, MSG specifier, thiamine stack, picantomat, flavor dump, vitamin interrupt, nose sequencer, and bouquet arbitration bus. Dip switches, yay! Okay, it's 9 o'clock. We could.
No, it's not. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh yes, no, it's 8 o'clock. Shit.
1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock for half of the people here. Exactly half of the people here. So actually, we're in the majority. So it is. I'm confirming it's 9 o'clock. That's how democracy works. Let's have a quick look.
I always run on UTC, so it's 8 o'clock. I know it's not.
It's not.
It's actually 9 o'clock.
Yes, there you go. Is that right? UTC. Yeah. No. We
go 7.
It's
UTC is 7.
UTC is 7. Yeah. You're going to gain it. We're going to gain an hour.
Yeah, because you're +1. You're +1 at the moment.
Yeah.
And we are +2.
You're definitely in the minority, Mike. South is corridor aft end. This is one end of a short corridor that continues fore along the main deck of the Heart of Gold. Doorways lead to aft and port. In addition, a gangway leads downwards. I'm going to save it here before we go exploring the rest of the ship, because there's obviously more things to go and have a look at. But fingers crossed that the YouTube stream is still watchable. I really hope it is, because that was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm saving. I'm saving it as the 8. Is that what we've got to? And I can't actually. There we go. Done. Right. Normal service will be resumed. And obviously, Rob wasn't here today either. Probably should have said that Rob's absent. He's had a bit of a family emergency. But hopefully he'll be back on Monday and we'll continue. And hopefully he'll be able to catch up on the YouTube feed without it being a complete nightmare. But if it was, I really apologize. We really wanted to carry on playing the game. We're doing our best. Running it over a tethered phone on 4G is probably not the greatest idea I've ever had. But at least we made it through. At least the 5 of us, 6 of us rather, have had a really nice time. So
Rob's going to be well mad that he missed the Babelfish puzzle.
He is going to be mad. I think, honestly, I think we should tell him that we solved it and it's not too hard, and he should have a crack at it himself. And we can give him hints. But anyway, I'm well chuffed that we did. And I don't know what all the fuss is about. I mean, honestly, I think getting out of the first part of the game was harder than getting the Babelfish in the episode that we just played. But anyway, see you all next week. Have a great week. See you all, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.